In this video, we're going to have a look at an example of a problem that involves increasing or decreasing an amount by a given percentage. So when we are looking at increasing an amount by a specific percentage or decreasing an amount by a specific percentage, there are three steps that you need to take. The first step is to calculate that relevant percentage amount. So if we are increasing by X percentage, then that percentage amount is going to be 100 plus X percent. If we are decreasing by a X percent amount, it's going to be 100% minus X percent. So if we are increasing, we're going to be increasing by a percentage bigger than 100%. If we're decreasing, we're going to be decreasing by a percentage smaller than 100%. Once we have calculated that relevant percentage amount, step 2 is to convert it from a percentage to a decimal, and we'll do that by dividing by 100. And then step 3 is to multiply that original amount by the decimal to get our increased or decreased amount. So following those three steps, let's have a look at an example of a word problem involving an increase or decrease by a percentage amount. In our example, Mike purchased a new car for $22,000 and sold it 3 years later. During the 3 years, Mike's car decreased in value by 45%, and we want to calculate how much Mike sold the car for. So looking at the question and the key pieces of information, he bought the car for $22,000 and it decreased in value by 45%. The 3 years that he owned the car is not relevant information for answering the question. So the two pieces of relevant information, $22,000 he bought it for, decreased it by 45%. To answer the question, we are decreasing $22,000 by 45%. So we can follow those three steps to be able to complete the calculation. The first step is to calculate the decreased percentage. So decreased percentage, and that is going to be 100% minus 45%, which equals 55%. The second step is to convert that into a decimal. So 55% divided by 100 is equal to 0.55. And the third step, now that we have our decimal amount, is to calculate the price of the car. So sale price, and we're going to multiply our original amount of 22,000 multiplied by 0.55, and that is going to equal $12,100. So Mike would have sold the car for $12,100 if it had decreased 45% in value from the original 22,000. And because it is a word question, our answer should be in words as well. So our final answer is that Mike sold the car for $12,100 after 30 years. That is an example of how do we complete a word problem involving a percentage increase or decrease by a given percentage amount.